It, it's showtime trying to trying to make me think that it's a real world we live in. Like all of this stuff is real. I mean, what's up with StreamYard? Too many changes. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right? Always looking for a handout. Supposedly we're live. Do you have to pay to do that? Oh, you don't got to pay to do that no more? Some guy mowing his lawn out there? Is that a bot I see in the comment? Is there any decoders out there? Usually I just like making videos, until I was discouraged greatly by YouTube and StreamYard, wanting us to think that we can really reach people out there with our message and the things that we present here. I'm not a boxing fan, so if feel free to keep scrolling if you're looking for all the big details of the fight and you think this stuff is real. You see the thumbnail, right? I just put together some slides. I mean, it's an important day in history, and sometimes I notice patterns. You see, I really want you to notice this calculator here. Is there any decoders out there? Richard West, are you around? Are you around, Richard West? I bet you're sleeping right now. But look, it's this calculator right here, okay? And this isn't my opinion. This isn't my opinion. I mean, this helps very much so with our decodes, okay? You can see these 4 base ciphers right here. The alphabet forwards, in reverse, and just, you see reduction right there? Look at how it works, and reverse reduction. It's a great tool, but it's not all about that, right? Sometimes we notice other things as well, but that's an amazing tool right there, okay? So I mentioned this fight. Is this fight about to take place? Is this fight about to take place? It said 1:30. Let me ask Google. What time is the Canelo Crawford fight? So this can be like a nice little this can be like a nice little decode going into the fight. The main card for Canelo Crawford starts at 9 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. prime time, wherever you're at. I'm out here in Arizona. And that's today, September 13th. Okay, look. Notice that right there, okay? Because you can see, I just showed you the Gematrinator calculator. And you can see right there that these two guys are set to square off. And look at how they match with their full names right here. They both got the 90, and that's in the same cipher right there. The current reigning and undisputed super middleweight champion is Canelo Alvarez. You see his full name right there. And you see how he has the 90. Okay, and this main card, again, scheduled 9 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know if that's 6 or 7 here. I don't know. But, who will be the champion, right? Who will be the champion when it's all said and done, okay? But you could see that 90 with their full names. Now look at this right here, because Saul Canelo Alvarez, let's see if I can Oh, that doesn't work like that. I don't mind the duck there. It's really got to block everything like that. But Mexican professional boxer, he has held multiple world championships. You see his full name right there, but commonly known as Saul Canelo Alvarez. And notice that 271 in the reverse cipher. That's amazing because Terence Crawford, his upcoming birthday, look, it's in 15 days, but it's the 271st day of the year, and now they're meeting. Look at that 271 match right there. So it will be the first fight at 5-year-old Allegiant Stadium. The Saturday night showdown underscoring the magnitude of an event that will have implications for both boxers trying to further strengthen their Hall of Fame worthy careers. And man, Crawford is 41-0, 31 knockouts, is moving up 2 weight classes. And the 37-year-old from Omaha, Nebraska already has captured 2 unified division titles. No male fighter has accomplished that feat in 3 classes. So he has 0 losses, huh? Canelo Alvarez, 63, 2-2, 39 knockouts. As is typically the case when the Mexican great fights in his home boxing home of Las Vegas. So that's his home, Las Vegas. Will have the vast majority of the crowd behind him as he defends his unified super middleweight championship. The 35-year-old is I don't know how to read betting stuff, a minus 175 favorite at BetMGM Sportsbook. That's another thing too. I'm never gonna encourage gambling because there's connections every which way with this stuff. Okay, I found that out when I was looking at the Super Bowl a few years back with the Chiefs and the 49ers, when there was a lot of gold stuff that was linked up with the 49ers, right? With that Super Bowl, there was a lot of, I think it was the gold and silver pawn shop. And I think that Super Bowl was in Vegas as well, where the gold and silver pawn shop was. I think Rick Harrison's son died just before. But then I came to find out there was a whole bunch of Chief connections as well. So the Chiefs went on to win that one. But notice here that Terence Crawford, okay, this fight is 72 days. Oh yeah, you can see. Oh yeah, Terence Crawford's birthday is 72 days after Canelo Alvarez, and Canelo Alvarez equals 172. Okay. Now let's add this because just in case they happen to make this YouTube live thing real all of a sudden, right? If all of a sudden they let it reach people's algorithms, because, it's real trendy to tell the truth now, right? Okay. Everybody's a decoder now. Okay. But you can see here, what is gematria? A Kabbalistic method of interpreting the Hebrew scriptures by computing the numerical value of words based on those of their constituent letters. Okay. And again, this is the Gematrinator calculator. So when you see how they match up there with that 271, and now you see Terence Crawford's birthday 72 days after Canelo Alvarez's birthday, and Canelo Alvarez equals 72. That's a nice, solid connection right there. Okay? Why can't we view this live? I used to be a decoder that would go live a lot. I mentioned back when I thought this stuff was real, and then when my channel grew to where I could like potentially make some sort of money, then all strange things started happening. And that's when I just kind of like I was like, all right, I'm not playing these games, right? And then you can see when other decoders go live, hundreds of people in the live, right? Now, my belief is those people are controlled, and I'm going to stick with it, okay? You have to, they'll be getting paid off of ads. You know what I'm saying? Right? YouTube's got to like review your content, making sure you're sticking to the script. You may be related or have some kind of connection to somebody. You can get valuable information, but I just don't trust the platform like that. So you're not going to see those type of numbers over here. The fact that it shows 3 people in here, I mean, wow. I told you it's a huge day because this fight is on the Tupac death date anniversary. Okay? It's the Tupac death date anniversary. Right? And the 72 days Crawford's birthday after Canelo, there's 71 days in between the 2 dates. And Tupac is born in 71. Boxing and boxer both equate to 71 in the language. Okay, you see that right there? So we have this Tupac date of assassination, and remember, Charlie Kirk just got assassinated. Okay, so they just pick and choose where they put assassination. There's a lot of Martin Luther King Jr. energy as well, connected with the Charlie Kirk script. But you can see the Tupac birthday or the Tupac death date anniversary. Remember, he got shot September 7th. But look, remember, it was after the Mike Tyson Bruce Seldon fight. So you look at this boxing connection now. And that was also Eazy-E's birthday. Not a coincidence. Tupac gets shot. Tupac gets shot after the Tyson Seldon fight. Seldon, Tyson. Okay? He gets shot after that fight. His death anniversary is today. And now we got the Canelo Crawford fight. Right? So all of this Tupac energy lingering on his death date anniversary. Okay? Even Tupac Shakur equals 139. Okay? Even Tupac Shakur equals 139. He dies in Vegas. Did I not mention that? The fight was in Vegas. And now we get this fight in Vegas. Notice how it says at 1:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time there? That's like 13. And the fight's on the 13th. And remember, that's today, Saturday, 15 days before the Terence Crawford birthday. So that would be a 16-day span from this fight to Crawford's birthday. And Tupac was even born on the 16th of June. That's the 16th day of the 6th month, like 16. He even got shot on 9/7. 9 plus 7 is 16. Okay. And look at this date numerology here. You can see this date numerology right here with this Tupac 29 year, the 29th anniversary of him getting, of him dying, right? Look, you got the 47 date numerology. Crawford equals 47. Remember, Trump equals 47. And all of the political numbers. And the 47th president as well. Because, you know, Trump, Kirk, Tupac, all of these characters are connected by the numbers. Okay? Politics. Remember, Keefe D's got the same birthday as Donald Trump. D, like Donald. Okay? So, you see Crawford equals 47 on a 47 date numerology today. You even see that 20, like 2. Even Tupac died. This is the 29th anniversary. 9/13. 9 plus 13 is 22, like 2. He died. If you look just on the calendar alone, right? 9/11 was 2 days before the Tupac death anniversary. And twins equals 22. Trump T, twins T, Tupac T. Think about characters connected to Trump. You know, Tesla with Musk, Tesla T. Did I say Tesla? We even had that truck. Was it a truck that blew up in front of Trump Tower? Something like that. Or it was around the same time there was that truck that ran into some celebration. Was it Mardi Gras or something like that in New Orleans? But anyways, now notice the Canelo Alvarez. He's got the 187 birthday. The 18th day of the 7th month. 187. I mean, I know I first heard of 187 because of Snoop Dogg. And the Dr. Dre song, it was 187, right? And you know, obviously that's the murder code. Okay? Snoop Dogg let us know. Now, it might particularly be for like California or whatever. California love. Do, 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 do. But look, this stuff is all with the numbers. 187 on a undercover. Right? So you see that 187 even connects with Canelo. They say his home is in Vegas. Okay? They say this is his hometown. And look at what the language right here. Okay, because look at on an undercover cop, right? And look at cop. Say cop backwards. It's the language. Because cop backwards, say it. Pac. And don't forget, Tupac had an incident where he shot 2 cops as a part of the script, okay? That's why I'm saying, man, all of this Tupac energy surrounding this fight, Here's Bruce Seldon. Remember, it was after the Bruce Seldon-Tyson fight. He was even in a movie, Tyson. After the Bruce Seldon-Tyson fight, Tupac gets shot. And even Bruce Seldon, look, he's born on the 30th of January. Mike Tyson, born on the 30th of June. Mike Tyson's birthday is 2 weeks after Tupac's birthday. Look at that right there.
One of the biggest fights of the century is set to take place Saturday in Las Vegas. Canelo Alvarez defends his undisputed super middleweight championship against the unbeaten four-division champion, Terence Crawford. A legacy-defining fight on both sides. Here are some numbers to know when the two Hall of Famers face off. The most consequential, 168. Terence Crawford is moving up 2 weight classes to challenge Alvarez at 168 pounds. Crawford is going to aim to become the first 3-division undisputed champion in the four-belt era. It's a career high for Crawford, who last fought at 154 pounds in August of last year. Crawford now puts his unblemished record of 41-0 on the line in an unprecedented spot. Canelo, meanwhile, is 11-0 when fighting at this weight. The Mexican icon has lost only twice in his career, the last being in 2022 to get sued Dimitri Bivol. Crawford, who is 2 years older, will have the advantage in both height
2 years older
on Saturday.
Even 2 years older. Tupac connection, 2 years older. Look at the reach for Crawford. 74 inches right there. And Tupac equals 74. Wow, Tupac equals 29, and this is the 29th anniversary of his death. And Tupac has that 16, and it's a 16-day span from the death anniversary of Tupac today, and this fight to Terence Crawford's birthday is a 16-day span. What's up with the ads, for real? Oh my god.
And reach on Saturday. The biggest discrepancy between these two, the payout. Canelo, who's long been one of boxing's biggest draws, will reportedly take home between $100 and $150 million. As for Crawford, he's on record saying he took the fight for just $10 million. And Allegiant Stadium is the backdrop for Saturday's mega fight. It'll be the venue's first combat sports event. Netflix will air the fight, and without an added pay-per-view upcharge, it sets up to be one of the most watched fights.
That's what they say every time, dude. Every time there's a fight, that's the most watched. That's the most watched fight ever. Conor McGregor. Yeah, they do this all. Jake Paul. Ridiculous. So how many days? So let's do this now. Because I don't. Yeah, we got through the slides. Let's just do this. I almost feel like I should just do all of this on the fly. So how many days? Okay, so we got the Crawford one, right? He's got the 9/28 birthday. So 15, and there's that 16-day span. And remember, Tupac equals 16 and 61. Notice how that's the same as 2 weeks, 2 days. So you get that Tupac connection again right there. Now let's just scroll down. Man, there's that 94, man. Remember, World Trade Center equals 94. That's the Crawford birthday, leaving right there. The Crawford birthday leaving 94 days. World Trade Center equals 94. 94 days after Rudy Giuliani's birthday, he gets in a car crash. He was the mayor of New York City during 9/11. He got in the car crash. They said he was being driven in a I think they said a Ford Bronco. when O.J. Simpson in 1994 had the Bronco chase. So, you know, that number's been hitting a lot. Even Beyonce's birthday, 9/4. And remember, she's connected to Jay-Z. His Blueprint album released on 9/11. And, you know, 71 days in between the two dates, Alvarez's birthday and Crawford's birthday, 71 days between the two dates. Tupac born in 71. And then Crawford's birthday, the 271st day of the year. And remember Canelo Alvarez with his name earlier. We got 271. Don't forget that. So how many days? What is that damn Canelo Crawford birthday again? I forgot. Oh yeah, it's the 187, right? It's the 187. So 7/18 to 9/13. So how many days is this fight after Canelo's birthday? Well, it's an 8-week, 2-day span. We know that's JD Vance's birthday. Wow, there's that Kobe. There's the Kobe stuff that keeps popping up. Remember, Kobe Bryant got drafted the year Tupac died. Kobe Bryant died 1/26, and it's 1 month, 26 days after Canelo's birthday. This fight, and you get that 187 again. You know what's amazing? Because notice how 1 month, 26 days is the same as 8 weeks, 1 day, and Kobe Bryant had 81 points in a game, and he dies on 1/26. Wow, that's wild. Because when you make it a span, it's 58 days, and Kobe Bryant equals 58. Good God almighty. Right? With that LA connection. To live and die in LA. You see that right there? So, man, massive Kobe energy. It's just things that are grouped up in a category when they trend. The pattern's just going to continue. Do you understand? And look at that Canelo birthday again, 7/18. 7/18 is a huge day for Kobe Bryant. Check this out. Kobe Bryant, July 18th. Look at this right here. Let me zoom in. Look at that. Kobe Bryant sexual assault case on Canelo Alvarez's birthday. News media reported that the sheriff's office in Eagle, Colorado had arrested Bryant in connection with an investigation of a sexual assault. You know what? You see that? In 2003, like 23, when he's born on the 23rd. Obviously, 23 connected with Michael Jordan. I ain't gonna lie, too, because you know, there's some pictures where Kobe Bryant looks like Tupac. Like, for real, okay? I've said it before. I think I saw it with, like, the way their head is shaped. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, you know, I'm not... Hey, I'm a decoder. I have the right. They kind of have the same smile, too. I'm for real. Remember, Kobe Bryant drafted the same year that Tupac died. Remember, today is Tupac's death date anniversary. He got shot right after the Mike Tyson fight against Bruce Seldon. September 7th, 1996, and then he died September 13th, 1996. Now it's 29 years later. Tupac equals 29. And now this Canelo Crawford fight is on his death date anniversary. And again, that 187 birthday for Canelo. when Snoop Dogg taught me about the 187 on an undercover cop. You see that? Cop, Pac, and again Tupac. Go Google it. Shot 2 cops. Right? You know, Tupac's got that 74 in his name as well. Okay, Crawford 47. Don't forget, Young Noble just died on the 4th day of the 7th month, Independence Day. That's a government number, right? Agent, president, government. Tupac, this death anniversary. You see the connections there with this fight. Look at that 109. So today leaves 109 days in the year. What does Los Angeles equal? Los Angeles equals 109. Look, Los Angeles equals 109. You even get that 161 when Tupac equals 16 and 61 to live or die in LA. Maybe it's not the place to be. Los Angeles even has 37 like Bryant, man. I mean, this stuff's fake. Bryant 26, dead on the 26th day of the year. This all around Tupac here, man. 16-day span from this fight to Crawford's birthday and Tupac born on the 16th. I mean, come on, man. Well, so what are the odds of all of this? Canelo born in Las Vegas, Tupac dies in Vegas after a big boxing match. Tyson, Selden, they're both born on the 30th. Give me a break. Mike Tyson's birthday, freaking 14 days after Tupac's birthday. Don't forget Trump's birthday 2 days before Tupac's birthday. 9/11, 2 days before the Tupac death anniversary. And even Queen Elizabeth II, her birthday, or excuse me, her death date anniversary was the other day. So just all of these like kind of like tragic stories all bundled together. Even Suge Knight, his birthday, he was in the car with Tupac when they said he got shot. Tupac, Suge Knight's birthday 2 days before Queen Elizabeth II. Bishop and Juice, Tupac, Bishop, Knight, Queen. Shout out to Richard West for that Bishop Juice connection. He made another one in a video recently. I just can't remember right now. Look at that, 1:30 p.m. like 13, fight on the 13th. And it's a political number. Politics equals 113. Okay, so it's like, again, you see the known as Saul Canelo Alvarez. Canelo's got 112 like Donald. Okay. You know, don't forget about Charlie Kirk. All of this stuff connected. Looking like Shane McMahon. Look, he's got the middle name James like LeBron. Come on, man. Remember the Duchess of Kent just died? Was it like a week ago or less than a week? Kent, Duchess of Kent. K, 4 letters. Kirk, K, 4 letters. Kobe, K, 4 letters. This guy's got James like LeBron James. Shooting suspect Tyler Robinson. You know, when I think of Robinson, I think of Michelle Obama's middle name. Think about it. 9/11, Osama bin Laden, Osama, Obama, Michelle Robinson, or Michelle LaVaughn Robinson Obama. What else do we need to look at? Come on, Kobe even looks like Tupac. Like I ain't like for real. Maybe if I pull up Tupac younger photos. Oh, that's a little bit too young. There's certain dude, they got the same smile. Look at the smile here by Tupac. That might be a stretch, okay? It might be a stretch. Look at the smile of Tupac. Even your parents, your grandmother, you know, they're drawn to the Tupac character. They like his smile. Look at this Kobe smile. This is a good, I think this might be a good one. These guys are all connected. Even Michael Jordan, man, I'm telling you. So, you know, it may be a stretch. Let me know. Look at these smiles. You can't deny, man. I guess you could deny it. You probably could deny it. I guess that's possible. Okay, so what will happen? Explain the undisputed champion. So I think this is Canelo. There's too many organizations. How do you have belts with all WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO, ABC, 1, 2, 3? It's like, dude, really? Crawford C, Canelo C. Okay, so you know, I think that's about everything I needed to get in here. If you were a real person watching this, you shouldn't be scared, right? Then you could easily put a comment right there. It says 4 people. I know it's nothing to do with, oh, now it's 5 people. If you're a bot out there, leave a comment, because a lot of times when you're scrolling on live streams, 5 people could turn into 10, turn into 15, turn into 20, turn into 100, turn into hundreds, right? You know, if you're a female with your cleavage hanging out, it could even get higher, right? You're telling me I pop up in an algorithm of somebody who's into decodes. Nobody can drop a comment. They're not going to let me just go live. I'm telling you, they're not going to let me just go live in front of people out there like that. Look at that. 90 is like 9. Tupac dead in the 9th month. Today's the 9th month. 90 like 9. The full name with these 2 fighters. Right? Is there anything more I need to read in the article? So if Alvarez wins, it'll be his 64th. Oh, Crawford even has 41 victories with his undefeated record. Remember, Kobe died at age 41. They're saying this is a massive fight for Crawford. Or Crawford said it's talked about all over the world right now. Are you sure they're not talking about Charlie Kirk? Assassination like Tupac got assassinated? Are we sure about that? I mean, maybe they're using it. One's going to distract the other. It's just on to the next, on to the next. Oh, look, even when I put Las Vegas, look at this over here. Look at when we put Las Vegas in the calculator. It's going to hit the same every time. Look at that, 130, like 13. Today's the 13th. Look at that, 49. Brought that up earlier. World Trade Center equals 94, and that's that Beyonce birthday with Jay-Z, the blueprint being released on 9/11. Las Vegas has 23 like Donald. Look how Las Vegas has 86 to get rid of. A code like the 187 Canelo Alvarez birthday. 86 to get rid of. Let's just go ahead and put the rest in now. 83 Las Vegas, Nevada. 83, and look at the 133 is like 13 one more time. Today the 13th. Look at the 43 and 83 with Las Vegas, Nevada. Just like Killing, Murder, and Morgue. Killing's got the 43, 83. Killing's got the 73. Like Tupac. Look at Killing, 38 and 43. Murder, 83, 38, 34. 34, the 43 reflection. Even with Morgue. Look, you get the day that freaking Tupac got shot right there. Morgue's got the 7th day of the 9th month. He dies 6 days later. Today's the 29-year anniversary. Look at that. Morgue equals 29 like Tupac. Morgue's got the 29 like Tupac on the 29-year anniversary of his death. This is what a joke. Don't forget Young Noble died July 4th. Look. Young Noble death date. See that? When Tupac equals 74, he dies on 7/4 and Independence Day equals 74? Who was in the car with Tupac when he got shot? Suge Knight. Remember his birthday 2 days before Queen Elizabeth II? Isn't a noble like connected with a knight in medieval times? Is a noble connected to a knight in medieval times? Yes. I mean, what a joke. Young Noble dies. Was it Thug Life or I think it was the Outlaws? Look at, are you kidding me? Knights and nobles were closely connected. Come on, man. Really? Suge Knight's even got that purple on. Like Queen Elizabeth II. And her death date anniversary was 5 days ago, and her birthday is 2 days after Suge Knight with all the twos going on. April 21st. April 19 was Suge Knight. Even April 19 is the OKC bombing date. April 19, 95, 1 year before Tupac dies. So I think my job is done here. You know, just the usual bots. The usual bots. We don't even get bot comments. They just got bots making me think they're watching. Like, oh yeah, let's make them think that this is a real platform. Okay, so we'll see what happens. So what time is this fight again? What time is the fight? Canelo Crawford. Oh my gosh, with this internet. Canelo Crawford fight time. So wherever you're at, that's the main card. So there's probably going to be several hours. Let's put Allegiant Stadium, since they said it was the first time in 5 years there was a fight. I think they said there. Man, it's already been open that long. So let's toss Allegiant Stadium right here. I don't really notice anything major there. But let's just see, because I don't have all this stuff memorized. Nothing necessarily with the this story. We've seen a couple of these numbers, nothing major. So I think we're good here. So I think it's a big fight because Crawford doesn't have a loss. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a boxing fan. Crawford doesn't have a loss, so that makes it a big deal. I'm going to say, based on nothing in this decode, I'm going to say he stays undefeated. And look, you get the race thing going on here as well, too. The race divide. You got to have the divide. If it's not red or blue, it's going to be black and white. So that's my breakdown. Hopefully the freaking volume is on, right? Apparently it is, but I did not check it once. Okay, so according to me, this stuff is a script and it's all fake. These connections are over and over and over and over again. If you want to see more of what I'm talking about, if I didn't mention it here, then you can just watch, I would say, the last week and a half to 2 weeks of my decodes, and you'll see the same stuff in these patterns over and over and over again with these trending stories. FAKESCRIPT is what it is. Daily decodes 812. You know, soak up the information, AI. Have fun with it. You better know you got it from me, though. Until next time, it better let me end the stream this time.